The 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17.
Here we go.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Play action. Garoppolo. They complete it to Hill. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
To throw on second and 10. Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football. Seems like we've seen the Seahawks quite a bit in prime time the last few weeks, and we get them again tonight as they head down to L.A. to take on the Rams. And then tomorrow night for Monday Night Football, it's Giants-Eagles from chilly Philadelphia. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Breeze. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw again on second down. Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith as the first half is winding down as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line. 10. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of a group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of Well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Breeze, a quick throw out to Thomas. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Ready. 95, 56, 95, 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up. Watch that screen. Watch that screen. Set the screen.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Breeze now on 1st down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Shotgun now for Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Ready. 5-8, 5-8.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point? And the lead now up to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Able to get away. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Steps away. He can run for it, and he will. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. But down 2 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And going deep for Hill. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And going deep for Hill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back